So you work with a lot of VA clients. You have veterans that you buy and sell homes with them. How did you get into helping veterans and doing VA deals and things like that? Is there any difference in doing a VA deal than there is doing a traditional, like, conventional deal?
Okay, so I started out because I was a military spouse, so I
Mm-hmm.
had that firsthand experience of like what it is to move, like PCS and having VA loans, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, I have gone through that process. So that gives me a little bit of additional insight.
Right.
And so then my network of like friends and all that, I had a lot of people who would move around, and obviously learning from their experiences was really helpful in helping me relate. But as far as the actual transaction of like a VA loan versus conventional FHA, it's not really what people think. So a lot of times people think like, oh, the VA will definitely not allow for this.
Right.
Or, and they do have their stipulations, but it's not gonna, unfortunately, a lot of sellers are like, I don't want to take a VA
Mm-hmm.
deal because the VA is going to come out and basically say my house is, falling apart and they're not going to approve it. And that's usually not the case. As you know,
Yeah.
they're looking to make sure the home is in livable condition and that everything is as it should be. They are going to be more specific about things like termites and like
Especially during COVID, right, when
yeah,
interest rates
like
were low, because people were getting lots of offers on their listing, and houses were selling really quick. I know a lot of sellers weren't even gonna look at a VA offer, which
yeah,
is almost discriminatory in a sense. I
yeah.
mean, to say I'm not gonna accept a veteran, So, did you experience that during COVID? A lot of people just saying I won't even accept a VA deal.
I want to say maybe happened once.
Okay.
I'm really VA heavy, and
Mm-hmm.
then I made it a point. I obviously we were all really busy during COVID, and like you said, a lot of my clientele is VA. So I took that as an opportunity to inform a lot of agents.
Right.
So I said, hey, when I would submit an offer, like, do you have any questions about it? Are you familiar with VA? So having that conversation ahead of time and letting them know, like, I do this all the time. Like, if you're not familiar, don't feel like you have to lie and say, oh, yeah, of course I know everything. Like, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I can help you learn about it and we can both benefit from it. But yeah, no, I helped a lot of families move into homes sight unseen when they were, moving in from out of the country, out of the state,
Yeah.
doing all the video tours, which a lot of people were doing, even people who weren't military, just because of the limitations. Um, but I would say that it's still a great product.
Yeah, that's a good point, because VA deals sometime are sight unseen, because they're moving from state to state. They can't come in and tour a bunch of homes. I mean, they're on duty, they're on the clock, so
Yeah.
they trust in you as their realtor to do video tours, to get inspections, to get contractors, to get repair bids and things like that. So, yeah, that's a good point. I've dealt with that several times, and it's always nerve wracking when your clients haven't seen the
Yeah.
home that they're buying and they move into it, and it's like, oh, like, so do you like it? Like,
I mean, I felt ready during COVID because all these agents were like, "Oh, I feel weird about doing sight unseen." I'm like, "Oh, I've been doing this. I've been doing this for a long time. This is nothing new."
Have you ever had someone buy a house, move in, that hasn't seen it and they hated it for some reason, or it wasn't what they were expecting?
No,
That's
no, but it
that's
was
good.
all, like literally the first time they saw it, like that final walkthrough right before closing or something like that. That was always like, I
Yeah.
really hope this goes well. I really hope they like it. But I try to be very descriptive. I talked about
Yes.
smells. I talked about a weird noise. I would go outside and like I would film entire neighborhoods.
Hmm.
So I'd like put my phone, on the little suction thing, and then I just like drive around and I'd be like, what do you think of the neighborhood?
Yeah.